Very much looking forward to it.
That's a good way of doing it.
US President Donald Trump stunned Moscow, claiming Ukraine could take back all Russian-held territories. He slammed Russia's war effort as aimless and a paper tiger, marking a dramatic reversal from his pro-Russia stance just a month ago.
I think so. They're very enthusiastic in a lot of ways. It's been a terrible war, should have ended, and Russia should have stopped it. But they've been 3.5 years and they've gotten not so far. So we'll see what happens. But the other side can fight too, and they've proven that. Maybe it could be that Russia's a paper tiger. I don't know what they are, but 3.5 years of fighting and killing everybody, of killing 7,000 people a week for nothing.
Speaking after meeting Ukrainian President Zelensky, Trump declared that Ukraine, backed by the EU, is in a position to win back its lands, rattling Russian officials and state media alike. The Kremlin struck back. Spokesperson Dmitry Peskov mocked the paper tiger jab, insisting Russia is a bear, not a paper bear, and suggested Trump's shift was motivated by business interests.
Russia is by no means a tiger. Russia is more often associated with a bear after all. There is no such thing as a paper bear. Russia is a real bear. Putin has repeatedly described our bear in different ways. You can recall this for yourself. There is nothing paper-like about it. Russia is maintaining its stability. Russia is maintaining its macroeconomic stability. Yes, Russia is experiencing certain tensions and issues in various economic sectors, which is due to the myriad economic restrictions and sanctions we face, as well as the global economic turmoil.
Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev went on the offensive, accusing Trump of living in a parallel reality where Kyiv is winning and Russia is being torn apart. Medvedev warned Trump would eventually return from this alternate universe, potentially urging Ukraine to surrender.
The Bandera clown has coke and a tremor. The Pole has snus in his mouth. And Trump has once again entered an alternate reality and unleashed a string of political incantations on the theme of how weak Russia is. After meeting with the Kyiv and Paris clowns, he published a flamboyant post. It describes Kyiv's final victory, a return to its former borders, Russia's failing war economy, gas lines, and a paper tiger.
Other Russian voices piled on. Lawmaker Oleg Matveyev called Trump a random phrase generator, while Leonid Slutsky slammed his contradictory statements, warning that underestimating Russia's strength is extremely dangerous.
It's a random number generator, a random phrase generator. And there's been a saying that Trump says exactly what the last person in his office told him to say. Do you really think he'll say something momentous? Or will his words change anything? Nothing depends on them. Nothing will change.
Russian state media amplified the attacks. Vladimir Solovyov accused Zelensky and European leaders of misleading Trump, using inflammatory rhetoric and contrasting hysterical EU reactions with Russia's official stance.
There is the position of the Russian state, which has been based on UN Security Council decisions. And then there are these European hysterical reactions directed against Donald Trump.
The intensity of the backlash shows just how sensitive Moscow is to outside criticism. Russian officials, normally cautious in public, appeared rattled by Trump's bold and direct assessment of the war. Trump's comments follow failed peace efforts. Moscow rejected ceasefire proposals. Kyiv refused a Moscow meeting with Putin, and Zelensky insists talks must happen on neutral ground, all while missile strikes continue. The episode highlights a clash of narratives, with Trump challenging Moscow and Russian officials scrambling to defend their credibility.